Welcome, history enthusiasts. Today, we're taking a journey through the often overlooked yet fascinating history of Salem, Oregon. This charming city, nestled in the heart of the Willamette Valley, holds a treasure trove of stories that go far beyond its role as Oregon's capital. From mysterious legends to pivotal moments that shape the state, Salem's past is rich with intrigue and surprise. Get ready to uncover the secrets of Salem as we delve into the hidden chapters of its history. Let's jump right in. In the mid-1800s, Salem was just a humble settlement along the banks of the Willamette River, known then as Kemeketa, a name derived from the Kalapuya people who originally inhabited the area. The Kalapuya were skilled hunters and gatherers, living in harmony with the land for thousands of years before the arrival of European settlers. The name Kemeketa itself means place of peace, reflecting the deep connection the Kalapuya had with this fertile region. However, as more settlers arrived, the town's name was changed to Salem, which some believe was derived from the Hebrew word shalom, meaning peace, a nod to the area's original name and its peaceful beginnings. As settlers poured into Oregon via the Oregon Trail, Salem quickly grew in importance due to its prime location. The town became a bustling hub for agriculture, with settlers cultivating the rich land to produce bountiful harvests of wheat, apples, and hops. This agricultural boom played a crucial role in Salem's development, setting the stage for its future as the state's political center. The arrival of the Methodist mission in the 1830s also marked a significant turning point, as it brought education and religion to the forefront of community life. The mission's influence is still evident today, with institutions like Willamette University, founded by the missionaries, continuing to shape the city's cultural and intellectual landscape. One of the lesser-known stories of Salem involves the mysterious Salem Witch Tree. Local legend has it that a large oak tree in the city's Bush's Pasture Park was the site of a dark chapter in Salem's early history. According to the tale, a woman accused of witchcraft was hanged from this very tree during the late 19th century, her spirit forever entwined with its branches. While the story of the witch tree remains more folklore than fact, it has become a part of Salem's eerie historical tapestry, drawing curious visitors and ghost hunters alike. The tree stands as a symbol of the fears and superstitions that once gripped even the most peaceful of communities. Salem's role in the Oregon State Penitentiary's history is another intriguing aspect often overlooked. Established in 1866, the penitentiary is Oregon's only maximum security prison and has housed some of the state's most notorious criminals. Over the years, the prison has been the site of numerous escape attempts, riots, and even a few ghost stories. One of the most infamous events occurred in 1905, when an inmate named Harry Tracy staged a daring escape, leading authorities on a weeks-long manhunt across the state. Tracy's escapades captured the public's imagination, turning him into a folk hero of sorts despite his criminal background. Another fascinating chapter in Salem's history is the city's involvement in the women's suffrage movement. In the early 20th century, Salem became a focal point for activists fighting for women's right to vote in Oregon. Local leaders like Abigail Scott Duniway, a prominent suffragist, used Salem as a base for organizing rallies, speeches, and campaigns that would eventually lead to Oregon granting women the right to vote in 1912, 8 years before the 19th Amendment was passed. Salem's role in this pivotal movement highlights the city's importance not just as a political center, but as a beacon of progressive change. As we continue our exploration of Salem's history, we dive into the city's dark yet fascinating connection with the Prohibition era. During the 1920s, Salem, like many other cities across the United States, was deeply impacted by the nationwide ban on alcohol. What's less known, however, is that Salem became a hotbed for bootlegging and illegal distilleries. The city's proximity to vast stretches of farmland and forested areas made it an ideal location for those looking to hide their operations from law enforcement. Secret stills dotted the countryside, and the local underground economy thrived as speakeasies and illicit trade became widespread. Stories of secret tunnels under downtown buildings, where contraband was smuggled and stored, still circulate today, adding a layer of mystery to Salem's otherwise quiet streets. Salem's architectural history is another captivating aspect that often goes unnoticed. The Oregon State Capitol, located in the heart of the city, is the third building to serve as the state's capital after the previous two were destroyed by fires in 1855 and 1935, respectively. The current Capitol building, completed in 1938, is a striking example of Art Deco architecture, a style that was relatively rare for government buildings at the time. The structure's iconic gold-leafed statue, known as the Oregon Pioneer, stands as a symbol of the state's pioneering spirit. However, few know that the Capitol's construction was fraught with controversy, from the selection of the design to the debates over the building materials. Today, the Capitol's sleek design and rich history continue to make it a central piece of Salem's identity. One of the most unusual episodes in Salem's past is the story of the Salem Cherry Festival, a grand celebration that took place annually from 1903 to 1913. The festival was a massive event that attracted visitors from across the Pacific Northwest, featuring parades, pageants, and even a coronation of a cherry queen. The highlight of the festival was the cherry pit spitting contests, which became a crowd favorite. However, as the years went on, the festival began to lose its appeal, partly due to the rising costs and partly because of growing competition from other regional events. The festival was eventually discontinued, but its memory lives on, a testament to the city's agricultural roots and its love for community celebrations. Salem's connection to the arts is another area filled with hidden gems. The city has long been a cultural hub, and its contributions to the Oregon art scene are significant. One particularly interesting figure is Hallie Ford, a Salem-based philanthropist and art collector who played a pivotal role in the establishment of the Hallie Ford Museum of Art at Willamette University. Opened in 1998, the museum houses an impressive collection of Native American art, contemporary works, and historical pieces that showcase the diverse artistic heritage of the Pacific Northwest. Ford's legacy extends beyond the museum, as her support for the arts has helped foster creativity and cultural expression throughout Oregon. Finally, Salem's natural beauty has always been one of its defining characteristics. But did you know that the city is home to one of the oldest and largest city parks in the United States? Minto-Brown Island Park, with its sprawling 1,200 acres, offers a lush retreat from urban life, featuring trails, wetlands, and meadows that are home to a variety of wildlife. The park's history dates back to the mid-1800s, when it was used for farming and as a location for the city's first brickmaking industry. Over the years, the land was gradually transformed into a public space, and today it stands as a testament to Salem's commitment to preserving its natural environment, while providing residents with a peaceful place to connect with nature. As we venture deeper into Salem's past, we uncover one of the most peculiar and lesser-known stories, the Salem UFO Incident of 1950. On July 2, 1950, a local government employee, Paul Trent, captured a series of photographs of a mysterious flying object over his farm just outside Salem. These photos quickly gained national attention and are now considered some of the most significant pieces of UFO evidence from that era. The photos were analyzed by experts and to this day remain unexplained, fueling speculation and debate among UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. The Salem UFO incident has since become a part of the city's folklore, sparking curiosity and wonder about what might be lurking in the skies above this otherwise peaceful community. Salem's connection to education is deeply rooted, with the city being home to some of Oregon's oldest and most prestigious institutions. Willamette University, founded in 1842, is the oldest university in the western United States. But what many might not know is the unique role the university played during World War II. Willamette served as a training ground for the U.S. Army Air Corps, providing facilities and educational programs for cadets before they were deployed. This connection to the war effort left a lasting impact on the university, leading to the expansion of its campus and programs in the post-war years. Today, Willamette University continues to be a center of academic excellence, deeply intertwined with the city's identity. One of the more dramatic episodes in Salem's history occurred in 1893, when the city experienced one of its most devastating floods. The Willamette River, swollen by weeks of heavy rain, overflowed its banks and inundated the city. The floodwaters reached as far as downtown Salem, causing widespread damage to homes, businesses, and infrastructure. The event was a turning point for the city, prompting significant changes in how flood control and water management were handled in the years that followed. Despite the destruction, the resilience of Salem's residents shone through as they banded together to rebuild their community, stronger and more prepared for future challenges. Salem's place in Oregon's political history is undeniable, but the city has also been the site of significant legal battles that have shaped the state's laws and policies. One such case was the 1902 decision to allow women to serve on school boards in Oregon. This ruling was a major victory for women's rights activists in the state and helped pave the way for broader gender equality in public service. The case was fought and won in Salem, highlighting the city's role not just as the state's capital, but as a battleground for progressive social change. The victory was celebrated by suffragists across the country and marked a crucial step toward full voting rights for women in Oregon. Finally, no exploration of Salem's history would be complete without mentioning the city's long-standing tradition of haunted locations and ghost stories. One of the most famous is the tale of the Reed Opera House, a historic building in downtown Salem that dates back to 1870. The Opera House, once the center of social life in the city, is now said to be haunted by the ghost of a former patron who met a tragic end in the building. Visitors and employees have reported strange occurrences, from unexplained footsteps to eerie cold spots, making the Reed Opera House a popular destination for paranormal enthusiasts. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories surrounding this historic site add a spine-tingling element to Salem's rich tapestry of history. Outro. As we come to the end of our journey through Salem's history, it's clear that this city is far more than just the political heart of Oregon. From mysterious UFO sightings and haunted opera houses to its role in the suffrage movement and contributions to education, Salem is a city full of surprises and hidden stories. These lesser-known tales offer a deeper understanding of how Salem has evolved over the centuries, shaped by both the extraordinary and the everyday lives of its residents. Whether it's the resilience shown in the face of natural disasters or the pioneering spirit that led to social change, Salem's past is a testament to the enduring strength and diversity of its community. The city's history is not just a series of events, but a rich narrative that continues to influence its present and future. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Salem, Oregon. If you enjoyed uncovering these fascinating facts, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to delve into the hidden histories of places like Salem, bringing their stories to light for everyone to enjoy. We look forward to exploring more intriguing tales with you in our next video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep discovering the stories that make our world so fascinating.